I love YouTube and the amazing opportunities that it has created for me, and I feel like if you have a desire to start your YouTube career, you should definitely do it. YouTube is literally my dream. I love it so much. It's my favorite social media platform. Hi guys, welcome back to Life of Mandy. So today we're going to be talking about YouTube and how I feel about YouTube and why I love YouTube and the different opportunities that it has created for me. And I feel like it can help other people out as well that maybe are starting their YouTube journey or just looking for a place to unleash their creativity. For one, I loved YouTube because I could keep it private. So when I first started, let me just rewind a little bit. So my other channel that I started, I have about 12,000 subscribers, and I started this channel to kind of change my content a little bit and really see like how this channel grows opposed to like my other one that I've had for years. And I created that channel back in high school, but I never started posting on it or uploading on it until like years later. So it's an old channel, but this new channel that I started about a year ago now, and really just trying to be more consistent on here as well and provide helpful content for other creators or anybody that's really just interested in bettering themselves. So if you're interested in any of those topics like personal development, creating a better you, creating a better life for your own self. I am a certified life coach as well, so be sure to subscribe if you are into that. But anyways, so back when I first started my YouTube channel, it was a place for me to really just kind of be myself, and I felt like I could be a lot more like behind the scenes and not so much like on Instagram. You know, when you post on Instagram and everyone, like all your family's on there and all your friends from high school, your classmates are on there, and I would get shy. Like I didn't want to post. It's like, oh my god, what are they gonna say, right? So for me, YouTube really opened that door for me to just kind of just talk about the things that I was interested in and really helped me unleash my creative energy, and I'm really grateful for that. The other thing that YouTube provided for me is once I really got that channel growing and I was able to build a business off of it, I was able to actually leave my full-time job and I actually started working part-time job. I was working like 2 days a week. And then the rest of the time, I just had time for myself. And during that time, I really took a step back also from my business. And I was just able to really just go within myself and just grow a little bit more and then really get to know myself more. And it was kind of like a personal growth season in my life. And I'm very grateful that I was able to create content. YouTube was still paying me, so I was still making money, but I was able to take a step back from my life. And without YouTube, I probably wouldn't have been able to do that. So YouTube really does open up a lot of doors for you to do different things. You know, maybe you want to do YouTube full time. There's so many people doing YouTube full time, getting brand deals, sponsorships, just getting paid on their content, and they're able to just do this full time. And it's so satisfying. That's another thing too. It's that YouTube really provided this kind of satisfaction. Like I love making videos. I love filming. I love connecting with people. I love teaching people. I love learning new things so that I can talk about it in a video. I love trying new things so that I can talk about it in a video. So YouTube really helps me also be accountable to my own growth as well, specifically with the content that I like to make and provide for people, of really bettering your own self, getting better and better, working on your own self, right? There's not a destination when it comes to personal development, but it is a journey, and you should be growing and learning and discovering more about yourself as you go and as you grow. So YouTube really does provide that for me, because a lot of my content does tie into personal development. So I have to be like on my A game. I have to try things out. I have to see how they work for me, and then I can talk about it on a YouTube video. And I think that's like the biggest and most funnest thing for me personally. And it honestly keeps me young. You know, it keeps me young. It keeps me on my toes. Like, I'm always learning, growing, searching. And I just love sitting in front of a camera and filming, and I love editing. I love the editing aspect of it. I will say that if you do want to start a YouTube channel, do not go in it with the mindset of, I need to do this so I can make a lot of money. Really do YouTube if it is really fulfilling for you, if it helps you really step into that creative side, because for a good while you might not make money. Your content might not be monetized. And even for myself, this channel isn't monetized yet. My other channel still is, and I'm making passive income from it. So that's another great thing that YouTube can provide. It's like you're always going to have that passive income as long as your channel is active and your videos are up and people are watching them. You're always going to have that revenue. But don't start a YouTube channel and start posting and then, oh, well, where's the money? I'm not making any money, because that's going to discourage you really quickly, and then you're going to quit. You're going to quit and you're not going to want to do it. And I talk from experience, okay? But I really do love YouTube, and it's something, it's my dream, honestly. It's something that I really enjoy doing, that I see myself doing for as long as I can. Honestly, I love making YouTube videos. I don't know if I said that, or how many times have I said I love making YouTube videos on this video. Don't go into it with that mindset, because you will get burnt out. Another thing is, my suggestion is make these videos for you, right? Whenever you first start, you might not know where to start. You might not have the proper filming equipment. It doesn't even matter. Okay, you can film from your phone now. We have amazing phones now. You can film from your phone. There's so many amazing editing apps that you can get on your phone as well. But you might have to play around with it a bit. You might have to learn, how to do things. You might have to learn your angles, your camera angles, or like your lighting, and what is the best time to film for you. Maybe you have a busy schedule. Really start uploading videos for you. What do you like to talk about? What do you want to see? Maybe you are into certain topics, but maybe you feel, well, I want to talk about it in this way, or this is something that I learned. Start sharing that with your audience. And you might not have an audience at first, so that's another thing. That's why, like, do this for you. Do this if it really inspires you and it really motivates you and you're excited about filming. Do this for you, because in the beginning you might not have that audience yet, and it can get discouraging if you're just focused on getting the audience or making the money from YouTube. Really do this as like a place that you can unleash your creativity. I think in today's world, a lot of us are not able to be as creative as we want or even as we need. A lot of us have very demanding jobs, demanding personal lives, that a lot of people really neglect their creative side, and we are natural creators. So that's just, natural human instinct of us. That's why there's so many inventions and so many things around us, because people are just natural creators. But sometimes this life just really doesn't, or the world that we live in just sometimes doesn't work out that way, to where we have a place where we can be creative. So YouTube can really provide that for your own self. So at first you might not have the audience, you might not be making the money, but if you stay consistent, you will see it. That's how I grew my other channel. That's how I grew on TikTok and started making money on there as well. Is I was consistent. I was on it. I was on a filming schedule. And that's something that I need to really bring into this new channel for my own self, is be more consistent. And I talked about that in my previous video of like, consistency is going to bring that success into your life. And no one can guarantee your success, but consistency and working towards something really gets you closer than just sitting down and just thinking about it all day long and wondering what if. Set your filming schedule up. Write out what you want to talk about. Plan those things out without paying attention to the subscriber count or the money that you're making or not making. Okay, just be consistent. Like, if you have that mindset to where, okay, I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to upload once a week. I'm going to upload 3 times a week, whatever works best for you, and follow that. And you might not see anything at first, but consistency is going to get you closer than ever, or than not even filming at all. Okay, you have to take a chance on your own self, and I think that's what YouTube can also provide for people. It's like you're betting on your own self. You're taking a chance on your own self. You're taking a chance on what this really can provide for you and changing your life. Honestly, I mean, there's people out here, honestly, that are making money just from YouTube, and they live their lives and they don't have to go to a 9 to 5. And maybe that's your dream. Maybe your dream is not to go to a 9 to 5. Maybe your dream is to also have a 9 to 5, but also have this passive income from YouTube, and you're just making bank. That's incredible. So this is an opportunity for you to take that chance on yourself and really just go for it. I remember when I first started filming, and even like when I was coaching people one-on-one, when I first started being in front of the camera, I remember like I would start sweating. I would literally start sweating. I would be so nervous. My old videos, I would talk really slow and whisper at times, and just like looked really confused, and sometimes I would get out of breath. Sometimes I still get out of breath because I just talk so fast, but you might start there as well. It's okay. It's okay. You're going to look back, you're going to laugh, but practice makes perfect. And the more that you are consistent with something, you just get better at it. You feel more comfortable at it. Like me, anyone can pull out a camera, start filming me. I'm like comfortable in front of the camera. Before, I used to be really shy and like try to cover my face, like, no, don't film me, or like, oh no, I don't want to look that way. No, now I'm just like, oh hey, what's up, yeah, okay, look at me, yeah, you know. So honestly, just do it. The better that you get at it, and the more comfortable that you feel. And it is weird talking to a camera at first, because you're like, oh, I'm not really talking to nobody, but you can just imagine like the audience that is going to be listening to your video. That's something that really helped me, is I would imagine like the people that are gonna one day watch this. And I had that faith, right? You need that faith as well. I talked about that also in my last video when it comes to consistency and faith. Like, you need faith in order to be consistent. So start imagining, you know, the audience, the people that you're going to help. What value are you going to bring to people? And those are my favorite YouTube channels. Honestly, it's channels that bring value. Are you teaching something to somebody? Are you sharing your own personal experiences with something? And maybe others, that opens the door for others to be able to share their own personal experiences. So maybe you can write that down. Maybe that can be like a journal prompt for you guys, is what value will this YouTube channel bring to others? Ask yourself, what is the value that I can bring with my YouTube channel for others? And who is my ideal viewer? Who are the people that I want to talk to? Is it maybe someone like me? Is it people that have been through the same experiences that I have? Is it people that also want to better their own selves? Is maybe you want to talk about finances? Is people that need help with their money? Maybe you have a lot of knowledge on a specific topic and you are going to share that with others. Write that out, you know, write that out. Look at it every single day, read through it, maybe before you film. That way you can hold that picture of like, this is who I'm talking to, and this is the value that I'm going to bring to others. So that way, whenever you pull out the camera, you don't feel so awkward whenever you're just talking to your own self. But honestly, like, the more that you do it, the better it gets. I just imagine that I'm talking to the cats. The cats are listening. Maybe they are, I don't know. They fall asleep every time I film. When they were kittens, they would run around and you would be able to see them in my videos, but they're not doing that anymore, thank God, because it was very distracting. This is an opportunity for you to really just unleash that creative side and really open up doors for your own self, because you don't know what can happen if you don't try. And you could say, well, not everybody's successful. And yeah, that's true. Not everybody is successful, but you never know if you don't try. You never know if you're the one that the algorithm can fall in love with and start pushing out your YouTube video to everyone and anyone, and you can go viral and start making money, and maybe brands start reaching out to you. You just never know, and you never know if you don't try. So why not just try, and why not just see where it goes? My suggestion is give yourself at least 1 year. Give yourself at least 1 year being consistent, of providing content to your liking, and see where it goes and see how you feel. And maybe you do it. Maybe you think like, hey, I really love YouTube, I want to do it. And maybe you start doing it and you're like, no, I hate it, I don't want to do it. Then you get to find that out for your own self, and you're not left wondering, well, what if, right? And it's the same thing with, well, I do want to do it, but I'm scared, I'm shy, so I can't do it. Just go ahead and try it, because I don't want you guys to be left with like the what if, right? You hear all that all the time of people on their deathbeds, like their regrets in life, like they didn't go after that thing that they wanted. And we don't have time for that, okay? Let's not do that, okay? Let's go after all the things that we want, whether it's YouTube, whether it's something else. Just go for it, because you never know if you don't try. So thank you so much for watching today's video. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you are interested in more topic like this, or you're looking on how to glow up, how to be better. That's the type of content that I just want to provide for you guys. Personal development, becoming the best version of your own self. So with that being said, thank you guys so much, and I will see you on the next episode of Life of Mandy. Bye.